good, dude. Yes!
Oh, man.
Good old buddy Jeff McEnany's like, man, you should call Kirk. You guys, this would be fun. I was like, okay, I trust you at this point.
Just the greatest.
That's amazing. You are awesome, dude. Okay, so before we get going, Kirk Fletcher, I'm going to leave all of his links and stuff below. He's also one of those kind of guys that does make records too. So make sure you support the cause, buy the records. You will not be disappointed. All right. So there's one thing I've noticed that we all, especially myself, need to work on a little more is making the boring rhythm playing exciting. Because, you got to play rhythm 90% of the time.
Absolutely.
So why not make it fun, right?
Absolutely.
Totally simple chord progression. We were just doing a G major, A minor, B minor, back. Okay, so everything you played, I was like, yes, yes, yes. Influences, where does that come from?
Well, growing up playing in church and also, like R&B guitar players like Cornell Dupree, Eric Gale, Curtis Mayfield, Jimi Hendrix, all of that. It's just this thing, it's rhythm and blues music. And there's like a million different, singers and songs. It's like doo-wop music, even going back really far to like, rhythm and blues like Ruth Brown and like all the way through to the Impressions and Jimi Hendrix, like I said before. Yeah. So it's just
good
this
stuff.
Language. Yeah.
Okay, so let's start this way because you moved around in a bunch of different directions and it was awesome. Yeah. If we were just sticking to these chord shapes, what are embellishments you can use using these shapes? Like what are some things that you can do? Like if I played and you had to stick within those chord parameters, like you can do all that kind of stuff, but like what would you do, right? In those kind of instances?
Well, the first thing I would think like a sort of a Jimi Hendrix, Curtis Mayfield kind of thing on that G major chord. I would play, instead of playing, I would play.
Okay.
Or, use your thumb on that.
Yeah.
So that's where I would start. I mean, that's a good one because that one you can use and get a lot of mileage out of.
Yeah.
Because if you go...
Let me just play that G chord and then you show them what we're talking about. 2, 3, 4. And then what else? Where else can you go on G?
I would probably play maybe, something like that.
Is that out of the G up here? Is that where where are you playing out of? Okay. Oh, got it. Okay. So tell them what frets, like what strings and stuff you're doing.
Yeah, this is the B in the E string, high E string. And that's D and also a...
You just tell them frets.
Oh, yeah, 12 frets. Well, this is a 10th fret.
Yeah, exactly.
On the high E and B strings, it's a 10th fret. Sliding back and forth.
Cool. Yeah. Did you go out of this G too? Is that what you were doing too?
Yeah.
So that's more of that D shape of the G chord. Oh, check that out.
Yeah, so you can kind of pull it off, Oh, sorry.
So that's the D shape, right? So that's what, 7 and 8? Is that what you're on? And then sliding up to 9 and 10? And then, was that 12 and 12? Nice. That was cool. Let me play that in G and then people can hear what it sounds like. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you cut notes off You know what I mean? And really mess with the actual timing of the notes. So like, what are some different options that you can do in that? Like obviously it's a feel thing, but and drums matter, but like that's an important part because I think a lot of people will just default let it ring, when they slide around and let that go. And I think part of that whole sound is really stabs at it, Yeah. Yeah. So like, how do you start to approach that? Like when will you let it ring? When do you cut them off? Is there a kind of a way you can kind of break into that?
I guess the feel would be, or
because are you assuming there's like a
so
you
swinging.
You kind of cut it off with the hi-hat, right? Is that okay?
Or just to even simplify it.
Yeah.
If you play that.
Yeah. Let me do it. 2, 3, 4.
Or
that's freaking awesome.
It almost sounds like you're playing a song already.
Yeah, totally. It's like a hook.
And the double stops are such a huge thing,
That would be one of the number one things I would tell people to learn. Like learn how to play double stops all over in every kind of situation because they can add so much more feel. Like, because you're used to always hearing single notes and stuff, but double stops, there's something about them.
Yeah.
There's a reason why everybody used them back in the day.
Yeah. So I think for me, I just develop little things, like if I know this is a G major chord, I know I can go.
Yep. So that works with that shape no matter what. Yeah.
Unless you're playing something like, the 2 chord or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Well, you can kind of do it.
Yeah, it works a little bit. But that G major shape, and I would imagine any chord that, like, you could do those same licks over any chord in the progression if it hung on that chord long enough. Like all of what you just showed.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about minor chords?
Well, A minor 7.
Yep.
5th fret. I play.
Yeah. Is that just kind of sticking in that pentatonic shape line box? Okay. Oh, nice.
And now we're getting back to our Jimi Hendrix kind of.
The king.
I mean, because really Jimi Hendrix is the king of like all of those like short and long holding, and stuff like,
I tell people this all the time. Jimi Hendrix's rhythm guitar playing will make you so much better at lead.
Absolutely.
Just because the double stop learning how to see the double stops all over the neck, it really hones in on your ability to spot chord tones all over the neck. And when you're doing solos and stuff, it's like, oh, there's that chord, that piece of that chord.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I probably learned that, from playing.
Yeah.
Playing. That kind of stuff.
He's so good at it. All that stuff like Bold as Love or like Electric Ladyley and stuff.
Oh man.
Or
so good.
The what's the other one? Oh God, I'm blanking on it. It was on I can't remember what it was. There's one and he does it on Rainbow Bridge. And Rising Sun, I think is what it is or whatever.
Oh,
And the rhythm chops are so good. And like the thing I love about him is the chord progression doesn't make sense from a normal theoretical standpoint. And it's just a brilliant way to show you that like there's no rules. Like he does these chromatic runs to get from one chord to the other that make no sense, but they're perfect sense at the same time.
I know.
He's just the king of. Do yourself a favor, just study Hendrix like all of the albums and just stay with him for a year, and you will be 10 times the player.
Absolutely.
When you're done. Okay, so there was that. Now, if we can break out of those chord shapes and kind of move around a little bit like what you were doing in the intro, where would you take it? Like if I played the same chord progression and you aren't, you don't have to stay in these shapes anymore. You showed a little bit with the G, but like what are some of the other things you could do maybe over the minor or, to break out a little bit? Ready? Here we go.
See, I didn't even really do anything that much. I just played, this is my theme.
Yeah. What is that? Can you break that down fret-wise?
So that's 4 and 5 on the D and the G. And that's 5 and 7.
Yeah.
Can't even count.
So you're taking like the third and the root of each chord, basically. That's awesome. Yeah.
And it just sounds a little bit cooler because it's on those strings as opposed to higher.
Yeah. Well, and if somebody's doing like the high stabs, it makes sense to do it. Yeah.
It's almost more about the attitude, It's more about like the attitude and the intention of how you play it, more so than, because it's really the same, Yeah. But the way you phrase it can make it sound different.
Yeah, the timing, for sure.
The timing, exactly.
That's so good.
Yeah.
All right, so you did a... That should be good for those. There was, because I want to get to the shuffle thing that you were doing. That was awesome. And I'm not even going to attempt to play with the shuffle thing. But you were doing a shuffle thing when we were just chatting. There's so many shuffles. Like you go to a blues jam and sometimes you want to cut on yourself because you hear the same thing so many times in a row.
Yeah.
So if you have to play a shuffle.
Yeah, if you have to.
Well, how can you make a shuffle like, oh, that was cool. Like I would want to play that. That's great. Like what can you do? Like we can stick to a 1-4-5 or whatever, but like what are fun things you do in a shuffle? Like just, I don't know, play off the cuff.
Yeah, well, one big thing for me is movement, moving things around.
Yeah.
Like, so if we're in B flat and we're playing.
You like those flat keys.
I like B flat.
Do you play with horns at all? Or I don't
know where that came from. Probably I got that. I have no idea. Maybe it's blues.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Blues guys.
Yeah.
Like B flat.
They were tuned down. You were just like, where is that? Okay, that's perfect. B flat.
Playing A. No.
Yeah.
You
play. I'm going to go fix your shot, but keep playing.
All right.
Keep talking.
Just that kind of thing.
Yeah. I knew I should have put a right-hand shot on you. Okay, so the right hand, you're doing a really interesting mix of quick downstrokes and like so how do you start to get that?
Well, it's sort of like trying to be a drummer and a guitar player, sort of, like it's almost like you're carrying the groove. So you're pretty much setting up the groove and doing everything with your right hand,
Yeah.
Because if the drummer doesn't know where that is, he's got a hole in his head, you're in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. New band. Time for a new band.
It sounds like he's falling down the stairs.
Totally. Okay, so let's just set the basic groove intention with the chords, and then let's show them how to start manipulating.
Yeah.
So how are you playing the chords? Because you're doing some different options.
Yeah, so that's a B flat 9 chord.
Okay. Nice.
I believe.
Yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't know.
A lot of times,
I believe you.
a lot of times I catch myself putting that low B flat in there too, because that's very old school, like T-Bone Walker.
Okay.
It's kind of
gives you options too. You can float back.
Yeah. So those are the basic chords,
Yeah.
F9. And then that's when, you can start coloring it, by putting...
What are some coloring options? Let's see it.
Well, a lot of times I will just play that. If I'm playing with a singer or somebody, sometimes I won't do too much. I know, singers. I won't do too much, because it's like, they're trying to sing. You don't want to step on them. So rhythmically, I'll do different stuff,
Yeah. Yeah. What's that?
Just sliding up, sliding into it.
From a whole step down?
Yeah.
Is that like that minor third, major third kind of vibe?
Or you can put a passing.
Oh, nice.
Getting all fancy
Check
now.
you out. Sophisticated.
Totally.
All right. Oh, wait, hold up. Okay, don't blow by that. That was good. That was good. Yeah, so that's just cutting it off really quick.
Yeah.
Where I think the other one, you let, ring a little bit.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah. So that's like double time. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how does that fit in that? So do them both so they can hear how it would fit in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome.
That kind of thing. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool though.
And then you just have to play with it. Maybe with a metronome or a backing
Yep.
track or something.
Okay, cool.
And
Do you
start
have
to
that kind of stuff?
I do have a metronome actually.
No, do you have backing tracks?
Oh, I have backing tracks.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I have backing tracks at True Fire. And also my buddy Monster Mike Welsh has some great backing tracks too. This incredible blues guitar player from the Boston area.
Where do you, is it just online?
Oh yeah, totally. Monster Mike Welsh. He's incredible.
I live in a cave, so.
Oh no, he was incredible.
Tell me more players. I love it all.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll check that out. We should get you making some.
Yeah.
Just a suggestion.
That would be cool.
Yeah, that would be
Do
cool.
like heavy metal backing tracks. Heavy metal blues.
Put some fire in there for you. It'd be sick. Some smoke. Get some lights going.
Get the 2 double neck guitar going.
Totally. Pull down the thunder.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Michelangelo.
Oh, dude.
That guy was ruling.
Oh, my God.
He is ruling. He's still around.
Still. And is still terrifying to this day. Whatever.
Crazy.
Okay, so that was one chord stuff. Like, okay, move us around. Give us some, like, you move into chords,
Sliding.
4 chord, 5 chord.
Yeah. So you got...
Sliding. Okay, yeah.
You know, still sliding, really simple.
Do you hit GBE slide?
GBE.
Okay. Okay, it's the bottom of that 9th chord or whatever that is. There it is. Nice.
And the key too is just to make it swing, you know.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. When you play lead over that, are you playing swung?
Excuse me.
Are you playing swung over that? Yeah? Because that's an interesting, I think everybody's so used to playing straight.
Oh, no, you can't play straight over
Starting to play swung is different because it's like a whole different thing.
Well, see, that's just where you have to listen to B.B. King.
Is he the swing master?
Oh, yeah. You know, those phrases when you play over that, you know, when you play... You know, when you, so it's got the swing.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Yeah. It's getting greasy.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
But just that alone, just that right there is super fun and you can super get a lot of mileage out of it. Because a lot of times on the shuffle, that's exactly what I'll play.
Yeah.
You know.
What's the quintessential BB record for everybody? If you only had one, you're going to a desert island tomorrow.
Ooh, man. Because there's so many different eras.
Yeah.
But.
Okay, I'll give you eras. You get 3.
Okay. I would say.
One from each era.
I would say definitely the Flair era, like all of the, like, you know, the good thing about BB King's is there's compilations. Yeah. You know, of like the earlier stuff, you know, like we're talking from like 1949 to like the mid 50s. Yeah. Flair era, and that's got like Sweet Little Angel and all of those different, the original recording of that. Then you go into like Live at the Regal and Blues is King. Those 2 records to me are the same. Yeah. Love. And then you go into the 70s type records too, you know, and the 80s records that I love.
What's a good 80s record?
I would say, I would say Alive and Well, actually. I mean, yeah, it's so hard to say one. I actually like Live at the Apollo from the 80s.
Is it good?
Yeah, I just think it's cool because it's modern, but you know, because BB he kind of streamlined his playing over time. He played less and less and less, and then just became like a saxophone player almost. You know, real simple, but effective,
always awesome.
Yeah, and ruling and
with
owning
a killer
it.
band.
I know.
Yeah,
like,
the band is so good. You know, that's the one thing I think that people. I know as a kid, you could have never have gotten me to listen to BB King because I was so wanted to hear notes.
Yeah,
flying. Totally. But as you get older, you realize it's so much harder to make 4 notes sound convincing than it is to play 10. You know what I mean? Yeah. And make it feel good. Because like you're saying in our other video we did, and I'll leave a link to that too, the phrasing and the timing. There's so much in just that is so easy to blow by as a kid. So if you're young, start where he's talking about and then add speed later because you'll be way, way ahead of the game.
It's funny, me and Jeff McElwain talking about Yngwie Malmsteen. Man, remember when that came out?
Oh,
wow.
My God. 18.
Rising Force?
Yeah. Yeah, Rising Force, and he's like 20, 21.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Like, how did you, like, that feel? And his blues playing is terrifying. You know, back in the day, he played blues a little bit slower and it had more of the vibrato. And still to this day, he's one of the most bad to the bone blues players ever.
Because it's just incredible.
Wicked vibrato too.
Yeah.
It's eights.
Man,
Tune down a half step.
eights. Remember Alcatraz? Steve
That's
Vai
18.
and Yngwie?
Yeah.
Both of those guys.
What's up with people being so good so young back then?
I have no
Van
idea.
Halen, like, all
Van
these guys,
Halen,
right?
yeah,
You're just
totally.
like, you're
We're just
20,
talking
like
about
how on earth?
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
You know, I'll tell you one theory. No cell phones.
Right.
That's all there was to do.
Right.
What else are you going to do when it's
Absolutely.
120 degrees in
I know.
Pasadena?
Right.
Stay home and practice.
Yeah, and then that's what they done and practice together too.
Yeah.
Band rehearsal.
Bands.
What a concept.
Yeah, right? Imagine
know?
that.
Yeah.
Okay, so give us two more tasty rhythm nuggets.
Okay. Two more. This little thing, this shape. Okay, in time.
That was a killer turnaround. How did you do that?
Oh man.
Well, I mean,
that-
show it all, because like you were showing me, I'm like, okay, that's cool, and then all of a sudden you played it, I'm like, oh man, that's bad to the bone. Okay,
Yeah,
so
just you know.
start simple.
Yeah. This part?
Yeah, show
Or
that part. Show that part so they know how to do that.
The turnaround?
Nope, that first
Oh.
part. Then we'll get to the turnaround. So what are the frets so they know? And what key are you in? Like what?
B flat still.
Okay, B flat.
Yeah.
That's your key of choice.
Yeah, I love B flat.
Okay,
So
alright.
much fun. So that's the 6th fret,
We'll call it
7th
the
fret.
Fletcher flat from now
I
on.
know, right? In 8th fret, right?
Okay.
6th fret, 7th
Seventh
fret, and
and
8th
eighth.
fret.
Okay.
You know.
It's like a minor shape.
Yeah. And just moving it
Yeah.
up and down a whole step, right?
Okay.
And the same for the 4 chord. Whichever finger is, you know, I do it, I kind of switch sometimes. Sometimes I do it, or
Yeah.
depends on, you know,
Yeah.
how warmed up I am.
Yeah. So your movement, when you move it, you're basically sticking into one chord shape, and you're moving that chord shape where the 4 chord would be on the stick string version. Okay.
Exactly. That's,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. Okay.
you
Cool.
know,
Yeah.
And just moving it up and down a whole step. Oh, whoops, sorry.
Wait a second. We're filming, dude.
Can I watch something?
Okay, but we got to go out because we're filming a video. Look, see, you're on camera. You want to say hi to everybody? Well, you might as well say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah, all right, get out of here. Go watch something. Close the door. All right.
That's so awesome.
All right. So, what is the monster little licks you added there? Here.
Oh yeah, just
Go ahead.
so it's still the same, you know. One note, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
And I look at that as just playing one note, you know, in the same like,
Yeah.
but you're just playing.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
Right.
and it's, you know, I mean, in context, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's super fun.
Super awesome.
You know, it's
Yeah.
almost like you're playing a cross between Steely Dan and James Brown. or
Yeah,
something,
totally.
In a blues
Steely
context.
Brown.
Yeah, Steely Brown.
Okay, so
Sounds like a country band, though.
that would be
Steely
amazing.
Brown.
That's your ticket.
See?
Right on. You got your whole new genre there. Okay, so
Brown.
You did some nice. You did some other stuff when you were doing that whole thing though. You had some other cool rhythm chops going before my son walked in and threw us off track.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, there we go.
Still on that same theme of the,
Yeah.
and then because if you're playing with another guitar player at a blues jam, and he's playing either, you can play either, or if it's 3 guitar players, one can come on. I know.
Yeah.
I can't play all 3 at the same time, but and then that little because it's way more fun to go than to go
exactly.
Or whatever.
That's cut on yourself blues right there.
I mean, like, and then there's like a guitar solo and a guy that's gonna solo for like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yeah.
And you're stuck up there going,
drink, please.
Yes,
Okay, so the turnaround, that was amazing. What was it?
That's a Robin Ford. I got that from him. One is going up and the other one is going down, I guess. Right?
Amazing. Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah, I've been playing that for probably 30 years. Jazzy.
What is that? That's a good one.
I don't know what the name of that chord is.
Yeah. Jazz.
Something I know nothing about.
Jazz sharp. Jazz flat.
A little old-timey.
That's super cool, though. That's another player, too, if you guys don't know, Robin Ford.
Oh,
Good God almighty.
Incredible.
This is embarrassing, but I saw him for the first time. Like,
here?
Yeah, like
Nice.
8 months ago.
Nice.
Everyone's always like, Robin Ford. I'm like, I know he's good. Like, he's great. And then you go see him live, and I'm like, oh, I get it. I get it now. Like I got it before. Like there's that Talk to Your Daughter album or whatever. Still to this day, I hear that. And I'm like, my God, the playing on that is terrifying. But like seeing him get up with the band, his band was insane.
Yeah.
So good. And he had horns with him that night and stuff. And then he got out, and he hadn't played in like a year, and got out and just dusted the floor.
That's how Larry Carlton was last night.
God,
Same thing. I'm like, really?
Crazy. I remember Guthrie Track came back from a Robin Ford gig, and he's like, hands down, best guitar player ever. And I was like, Guthrie's saying that, jeez. Yeah. So it was good stuff. Check that out. That Talk to Your Daughter. What's another good Robin Ford? I don't know that many of his albums, but I love that one.
I really like the Talk to Your Daughter. Some incredible guitar work on there, and also Handful of Blues is a good one. The last record with the blue line, that's fantastic. And then these, I really like the that record Supernatural even later. And he's continuously putting out these incredible records. All different, more singer-songwriter stuff with more guitar as like a color, and like
he's like a back two, they get better as they get older.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
What on earth? Jeff Beck's another guy that's just like, dude, you're like 70-something years old and you're better than you've ever been.
Jeff Beck, you said? Oh, man, dude, Jeff Beck.
God bless. So many people tried to get me into them, too. I'm so bummed I didn't listen to all these real players trying to tell me something.
Wired was my jam. Dude. I know everybody's like blow by blow, but I'm a Wired guy.
Oh, my God.
Or Jeff Beck group. I know a lot of the rockers like that, but I like Wired, man.
If you haven't experienced Jeff Beck, just type in like Jeff Beck live, and my point being, like, just to show you how good he's got, go from like 2010 to 2020. Just watch live performance. And keep in mind, you're like 60 to 70-year-old dude. And the tone, holy crap.
Man, I've seen him live a couple times.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Humbling. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. To say the least.
All right, so make sure you check out Kirk's site. I'm going to leave all of his stuff down below. And again, he has records, so make sure you support him there. You have a GoFundMe for your new record coming out?
Yes.
So if you want to contribute and know that you were a part of making his new record happen, check that out as well. As always, subscribe, click the channel to both the channels because you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yes.
Okay, and so check his channel and subscribe there as well. And then all this, again, is funded by BratPapa.com. Courses to get you better quick and that are simple because, as you can tell, we both don't know our chords, but we can teach you stuff to get you better.
Totally.
The street guide.
The street guide.
To play. All right, so check that out down below as well. You guys are amazing. Thank you for the continued support. Thank you, sir, for coming by. That was amazing. Hope to see you back.
My pleasure.
And if you want to see him back, let us know in the comments below what you'd like to see. All right, thanks. Catch you next time.